Hey guys, it's Renee with the Supermom Academy, and today I did my, it's the first week of the month, and I've done my big monthly shop. So I want to share with all of you how a family of 5 can live off of approximately a $400 grocery bill, including meals out, and which are rare to us. But they are something we do on occasion with meals out and our Shakeology as well. So both Brian and I drink Shakeology, and we pretty much spend about $400, give or take some, depending on the week, the month, however it works out. But we also do a lot of meal prep, and we'll do a big shop, and we might spend $300 in one shop, but a lot of that is for prep for following weeks and following months. So take that into accumulation as well, or into account as well. Okay, so here are my groceries. Today I spent $200, and for us, I don't know, I just try to be as economically sound as I possibly can. I don't know how to turn this camera around, actually. Like, normally don't they give you like the turnaround? Okay, I guess not. Anyways, okay, so here's my groceries. So I'm gonna go over what I have here. I've got grape tomatoes, and I do typically I like to do organic. Sometimes it's not doable when I go to the grocery store and the organic produce doesn't look as good as the regular. I will switch or swap. So we've got for our water, we love LaCroix. So I got the passion fruit, and I'm going to try tangerine. I've never had that before. Okay, I've got grape tomatoes, I've got Brussels sprouts, I've got cauliflower rice, I've got cilantro because we're going to be making cilantro lime chicken. We make our own salsas, and guacamole. So I've got the red onions, I've got my Vidalia onions, I've got my peppers, I've got Roma tomatoes, lemons, limes, avocados, corn on the cob. We love garlic, so I've got like 6 bulbs of garlic, shallots, carrots. Thank you, Mackenzie. I've got our organic spring mix, bananas. We make all of our own pasta sauce. I make it from scratch, well, from the Hunt's all-natural sauce. Non-GMO. If I can find it without added salt, I get it. I couldn't find it today. And I use that as the base of my sauce. Tomato paste. We make our own roast, stews. We've got olives. Olives are a staple in my household because I have, off of the Whole30, I've realized like I love like the Mexican, I don't know, topping with onions, tomatoes, and avocado and olives. So I've got some artichokes. I'm gonna whip something up. I don't really know what with that. Some sort of an artichoke over something or other. We do let our kids have some treats and some snacks. I've got some pretzels, and we've got some birthday cake Oreos. Who doesn't like those? Those are our guilty pleasure. We use the whole wheat Ritz crackers. I make them my own Lunchables, homemade Lunchables. We've got a cheerleader. I have a problem with Brady, and well, I wouldn't say problem, but he's a very picky eater. So I'm going to try for the first time ever the Dave's Killer organic white bread done right. We usually get the seeded bread, but he doesn't eat it. His sandwich comes home all the time when he has it. And we have orange juice. We do gives and takes. So yeah, I did give in the Oreo, so we've got some sugar and stuff in there. And then for our yogurt, we do Siggi's. Siggi's is what I have found has the least amount of sugar in yogurt, and I feel like, okay, well, if I'm gonna give them sugar, like, why have it hidden in some place? So Siggi's yogurt is the least amount that I've ever found in yogurt at 11 grams. Typically, a Yoplait yogurt has 29 grams of sugar. Just to give you a little heads up, your daily allotment of sugar, the FDA says it's supposed to be 7, but it's even less than that. You should typically only be having 5 grams of sugar a day. So as you can see, in 1 container of yogurt, you're getting way too much sugar. Okay, and so then moving on to our meat. We've got some organic young chicken. We'll make some rotisserie chicken with that. I got some ribs. I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce out of sweet potatoes. Like, who does that? But it's super, super good. And then we've got some chicken thighs. We got a pork butt roast. We got some chicken. I also did have some turkey meat, ground turkey that's already in there. And then I've got some carne asada. I'll make a tomatillo sauce to go over top, which I had made in bulk, and then I freeze it. So also what I want to show you that we're adopting, and it doesn't have to be neat, pretty, and perfect, a couple like just areas where we can be a little more organized. So I feel like Brian and I lately have been like, okay, well, what's for dinner? And I might know, and he doesn't know. And so if I'm on a team call, or I'm working late, or, you know, vice versa, he's working late, this just makes it so much easier. So I put next week's meal plan out here. So that's everything we're having. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, just write it down: rotisserie chicken, rosemary potatoes, and salad. And so another thing that we're going to adopt, because we have a deep freezer, is this freezer inventory. I would not like the bugs around the food, so if you could please take those outside. Thank you. We have a bug collector here, and she likes to do that. So anyway, so I've got the freezer inventory here. We're always like wondering like, oh, what do we have in the freezer? And, you know, I just go in there and usually pick and like whatever. I hate throwing out food, and I hate wasting food. It's like a pet peeve of mine. So we're going to adopt what's in our freezer. I've written down chicken scratch on my my notepad, but it's going to be added here. And then another pet peeve of mine is I never know when something's out. If Bryden takes the last of something, we never know. So that's what's going to go on the shopping list there. And I also have what we're going to prep for the week. So we're going to do a big prep of taco meat, which we make our own spices for the taco meat, and we make it in bulk. We use the mushroom caps. That's why I have mushroom caps and mushrooms. I chop them up real fine and put them in my meat, my ground turkey. And then I portion it out into the little, I guess I can turn this. I portion it out into, I still use my handy dandy little red protein measuring container. And so then we'll portion it out. We put them in small bags or freeze them, keep them in for the week. And we do that. I don't know what happened to my container, but I wanted to show you a super slick way to save money on your spices, because I almost peed my pants when I went in to buy, when we first moved out here and I was like building my own kitchen. And I went in to buy spices, and I was like, oh my heavens, it's like $6 for a small little thing, which I don't know where my container went. Did you take it, Mackenzie? No. For a small container of spices. So we decided to do something a little different. That was an up-close shot. So what we do is we buy these little jars. I don't know, I think they're like, I don't know, 38 cents at our grocery store that has a bulk section. And we get all of our spices in bulk. So this is parsley. I needed some onion powder. Let me tell you, this onion powder that I bought was 23 cents. And this will fill up the rest of my container. So it's super economical. I mean, I don't know, like, I just don't know, like, people who buy the small little things anymore, like, okay, buy the containers to then have and then fill up. So yeah, I just really wanted to show you guys how I get organized. Another thing that we realize with like activities and what's going on, and this isn't done yet. So this is about, it's a 14 by 18. We started it last night, and we used like a regular calendar that we could do a printout, and it wasn't suitable. Okay, this is not happening. Thank you. And so it wasn't big enough. So basically the idea and the plan of it, Bennett, no, we're not having those now. The idea and the plan of all of it is, we're going to put down when Bryden goes to work, when he's expected home, my working hours. Brady started running track, so Thursday nights he has track, and so that we can look at these calendars and we can see and plan our meals and stuff to everything, so that we're not like trying to hurry up and, I don't know, rotisserie a chicken on a night that we've got to go to church at 5 o'clock. So that we kind of have a rough idea of where we're going. And I really think that that's going to be the missing piece to like putting everything together and getting our meal prep underway so that everybody knows what page we're on. Please get down. And so, you know, it's so funny. Like, you start doing something like a video like this and all of a sudden they get these bright ideas to just start doing their own thing. Grab Oreos, grab cups, everything that they're not allowed to do, they start doing. Interesting. But anyways, back to the calendar. So we're going to put together this calendar, and, you know, I don't know, Brady only likes buying on one day at school. I pack his lunch every other day, but he does like to have his indulgences, and he buys his corn dog at school. So, you know, just knowing there, you look at the calendar, oh, corn dog day, we know that we don't pack a lunch for Brady. And so Mackenzie does things at her school like, oh, it's blue day, wear blue. There's been days where I have forgotten and then I have to hear about it when she gets home. So just having like a, you know, a family calendar, just like a landing zone that just gives us a rough idea of where we are. So anyways, I'm going to share with you some more things. I've been a little bit lax, unorganized really, about how I was going about doing things. I'd like to get more recipes out to you, more super mom hacks and tips for all of that. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll probably be doing a prep session this weekend when I do my chicken and my taco meat. I just cannot even begin to tell you how much time it saves and money. You know, who goes into the store and buys like, I don't know, I think it's like 6 containers of the ground beef, or sorry, ground turkey. But if you buy one of them, it's like twice the price. So when you buy 6 of them, but you're like, okay, well, what am I going to do with all 6? Well, you're going to prep and you're going to get your weekly foods ready so that when we do have Taco Tuesday, we just grab a couple baggies out, let them thaw out in the refrigerator for the day and heat it up. We've got tacos. And you do not taste the difference. I would never have ever wanted freezer frozen. Bennett, please don't do that to the banana. I would have never eaten frozen food, and I hate leftovers. But there is a way that you can do it where they're not leftovers per se. You take out your frozen chicken, you throw it on your fresh salad. So there's certain pieces that you can prep ahead, yet make fresh meals, and they're still just as delicious as if you cook the chicken on the grill. But anyways, I hope you liked this episode, and I will be in touch. You guys all have a great day. Bye!